Well, hi there, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Real Estate Investing. I'm your host, Sharon Vornholt, and I'm so happy you're tuning in today. I get a lot of questions from real estate investors, and I got one recently from someone that said, "Why bother with branding in my marketing campaigns? What difference does it make?" She then went on to say, "Isn't it just about consistency?" The short answer is yes. Consistency is huge in your marketing. However, you have to stand out from the competition in order to get the deals. And that's where branding comes in. A lot of folks want to know this specifically around off market deals and probates, since you'll be dealing directly with the seller. Now, one of the biggest points of confusion seems to be around how marketing and branding work together and why you get so much better results with marketing with when your marketing and branding are in alignment. So remember that marketing is how you get leads and branding is why they choose you. We all want to know how to stand out in a crowded field of real estate investors. And the short answer is you need to get different. This is a whole topic in itself, and I'll be doing a whole show on this soon in an upcoming episode. So let's go back, first of all, to what is marketing. Marketing is everything you do to generate leads in your business. You need 3 to 5 lead channels or 3 to 5 ways of getting leads in the door. And this ensures that your business has a steady stream of leads over weeks and months throughout the year. So it's everything that you do to generate leads. Some of them might be direct mail, especially marketing for off-market deals, networking at real estate events, RIA meetings, and other groups and community events where you build relationships. So networking is very, very important. There are other investors, whether it's wholesalers or just other investors within the groups that you attend, where you're building relationships. Other investors are very important. Next would be your website. And folks, this is 2023. You have to have a website. It is so important that you build an online presence where people can find you. Think about the person that's up in the middle of the night with a problem, almost always a financial problem, like they've lost their job, they're getting a divorce or whatever, and they need your help. If you do not have a website, they cannot find you. So you need a website. And there's free and low-cost marketing like cold calling, door knocking, texting, things like that that you can use. If you are short on money, but you have more time, then these are excellent ways that you can generate leads. Next is one that people are often resistant to, and that is content creation. Video is gold in this instance. And stop and think about it for just a minute. You can make a video of you walking a property, inspecting a property. You can find all kinds of things around that specific topic to talk about on video. And it showcases the fact that you're actually doing real estate. You can pop out your camera and talk about something that you know about, that you're an expert about within the real estate niche. You can make an about me video. You can do so many things with these short little videos, a couple of minutes long. I want to really point out that they don't need to be long, and they should be not highly edited. They should just be kind of day in the life stuff. Next would be the MLS and other online sites like auction sites. So direct mail, networking, other investors, your website, free or low cost things like cold calling, door knocking, texting, bandit signs, content creation, video specifically, and the MLS and other sites. These are just a few of the ways that you can find deals. Now, what about branding? How does that all come into play? Well, most people think branding is all about logos, colors, and fonts. They will also think it's about branding photos, and all of these are important, but these are the physical attributes of your brand. The physical attributes of your brand are really just a small part of the bigger picture. Branding at its essence is how people feel about you. It's this feeling you leave behind after you've interacted with them. It's been said that branding is what people say about you after you walk out of the room. So don't lose sight of this to present yourself and your brand at every interaction, whether it's in person, whether it's on the telephone, whether you are at a meeting, it doesn't matter. Be sure to always bring forth a consistent brand, a consistent personal brand. Now, your brand is something, as I said, that you build both in person and online, and make no mistake about it. Sellers and even people like potential private money partners, they're going to look you up online. They may have met you in person. Seller probably hasn't met you in person yet, but they are going to look you up online and see what they can find about you. So your online presence is going to be really big in their decision of whether or not to work with you. They want to see a website and they want to see your social media profiles. Heck, they may even look through your Facebook feed to see what kind of a person you are on that. When a motivated seller Googles your name, and as I said, they will do that, your website should come up first, followed by your social media profiles and any content that you have created. This tells them that you are indeed in the real estate business, and it builds credibility, it builds authority, and it gives folks the confidence they're looking for to work with you, to trust you within this real estate transaction. So these are all things they can check off when they're deciding whether or not to work with you. And lastly, as I said, some type of content should come up like video. You can make a few short videos and put them up on YouTube, and then that will it'll check off the box that you're a real investor, that you're real, that you're trustworthy, and it gives them a sense of what you're like to work with. So it solidifies their choice to choose you to work with. And it's a way that you can connect with them before they've even talked to you. So it's a very powerful thing when you stop and think about it. All of these things make you recognizable and they make you memorable. Next up would be your unique story. And one of the best ways to be remembered by a seller or by anyone that you're interacting with in a real estate transaction is by telling your unique story. Everyone has a story around how they became a real estate investor. I've been asked that many times when I was looking at property. How did you get into this business? And it should be memorable, but it should also be short and to the point. Let's say you're talking to someone at a RIA meeting and they ask you that again. Your story should be short and it should be to the point, because in this moment, this person is really thinking, how can knowing you benefit me? That's what they're really thinking. So when someone asks you that question, be prepared to give them the quick answer and then immediately turn the conversation around to them and say, tell me about yourself and your business. Tell me about what you do. Everyone likes to talk about themselves. So this is a natural way for you to put the focus back on them. And in doing these things, you become memorable. Pretty simple, isn't it? Now, last but not least, as I mentioned before, to make your marketing memorable, you have to get different. I did a 2-part episode on marketing and branding a little while back that you can check out on the Let's Talk Real Estate Investing podcast in episodes 402 and 403. But what you need to remember is that you just need to find ways to be unique, to be different than everybody else. Everybody buys for cash and everybody provides a quick cash closing, a quick closing. So that's no longer enough to solidify the deal with the seller. You need to be the obvious choice to work with. So that's what you're striving for. There you have it. 4 things to think about around your marketing campaigns, and they are the actual marketing piece, your branding, your unique story, and the ways you are different or unique from your competition. If you get these 4 things right, you'll see your marketing efforts pay big dividends. Well, I hope you found this episode helpful. Please let me know in the comments. Thanks for listening, And please leave us a rating and a review on iTunes. I would so appreciate it. I will see you same time, same place next week. Bye for now.